there's a place for one more. In the heart of the countryside, surrounded by whispering woods, stood a majestic manor house, its walls cloaked in ivy. Eleanor, on her way to the city, had chosen this old manor for a brief stay with friends. Her room, an elegant relic of the past, offered a view of the driveway leading to the front door. The night was unusually still, with a full moon casting a surreal glow. Eleanor lay awake, feeling an uncanny energy in the air, as if the moon's radiance stirred ancient secrets. The room, with its shadows dancing to the rhythm of flickering candlelight, seemed to pulse with an unspoken mystery. As the clock in the hallway solemnly chimed midnight, a peculiar sound broke the silence. The distinct clatter of horse hooves on gravel was followed by the creak of wheels. Compelled by a mix of curiosity and apprehension, Eleanor approached the window. Through the pane, she saw an eerie sight. A hearse, bathed in moonlight, stood at the manor's entrance. But instead of a coffin, it was filled with shadowy figures, their eyes glinting strangely. Atop the driver's seat sat the coachman, his attire from a bygone era. His face, as he turned it towards Eleanor, was both terrifying and mesmerizing. His eyes met hers, and in a voice echoing from another world, he said, "There's a place for one more." Those words, laden with a chilling magic, sent shivers down her spine. Eleanor, overwhelmed by fear, hastily drew the curtain and retreated to her bed. She lay there, heart pounding, wondering if what she witnessed was real or a figment of her imagination. The next morning, the manor basked in sunlight, its eerie nocturnal charm replaced by day's warmth. Eleanor, though relieved to leave, couldn't dismiss the previous night. The encounter with the spectral coachman and his haunting invitation lingered in her mind, a mysterious shadow that no daylight could dispel. As she prepared to depart, Eleanor couldn't help but glance back at the manor. A part of her questioned the reality of the encounter, yet something deep within knew she had touched a realm beyond the ordinary. The image of the ghostly hearse and its otherworldly occupants haunted her, a foreboding omen of the unknown journey ahead. As she continued her journey to the city, the young woman kept thinking about the previous night. She noticed odd things, a bird that seemed to track her carriage, an old woman muttering a cryptic warning as she passed, and a distant figure that appeared and vanished on the horizon. Each strange sighting increased her unease. In the city, while looking around in a quaint antique shop, she came across a painting that sent chills down her spine. It showed a hearse like the one she had seen, driven by a man with a hauntingly familiar face. The shopkeeper said it depicted a local legend, a harbinger of doom. She left the shop quickly, feeling a growing sense of dread. Throughout the day, the young woman felt like she was being watched. She heard whispers trailing her on the streets, and a mysterious figure in black appeared in the crowd, but disappeared whenever she tried to get a closer look. She tried to write these off as her imagination, but fear was taking hold. That evening, at a dinner party, the conversation turned to supernatural experiences. Guests shared stories of premonitions and ghostly sightings, which only increased the young woman's anxiety. When the party ended, she decided to head back to her hotel, a choice that would lead her to the department store with the elevator. She was shopping in a large department store that had an elevator, a modern feature at that time. She was on the top floor and approached the elevator to go down. It was quite full, but as she reached it, the elevator operator turned and said, "There's a place for one more." It was the face of the hearse driver. "No, thank you," said the woman. "I'll take the stairs." She walked away, and the elevator doors closed. There was a loud crash, followed by screams and shouting. The elevator had fallen, and everyone inside was killed. Haunted by the elevator incident, The young woman couldn't escape the echoing phrase, "There's a place for one more." She began seeing it everywhere, in newspapers, whispered by strangers, and in her dreams. It seemed like a dark omen, shadowing her every move, reminding her of the fate she narrowly avoided. One evening, while walking back to her hotel, a thick fog rolled in. Shapes moved in the mist, and she heard the distant clatter of hooves on cobblestones. She quickened her pace, but the sound seemed to get closer. A shadowy figure loomed ahead, its features unclear, but its presence unmistakably threatening. The figure stepped forward, revealing the familiar face of the hearse driver. He extended his hand, repeating the chilling offer, "There's a place for one more." This time, she didn't run away. Instead, she confronted him, demanding to know why she was being haunted. His answer was enigmatic, hinting at a deeper connection between them, one linked to the destiny she had so narrowly escaped. Driven to find the truth, the young woman began researching local history and folklore. She uncovered stories of a tragic accident from years ago, involving a hearse like the one she had seen. The legends talked about a cursed journey where souls were lost and a vengeful spirit was born, doomed to wander and collect souls for his ghostly vehicle. Delving deeper, she began having vivid dreams where she conversed with the spirits of those who had died in the accident. They spoke of their unresolved matters and the driver's role as a harbinger of death, condemned to eternally roam and gather souls for his phantom hearse. Once again, confronted by the driver, the young woman realized her unique connection to the spirits and the hearse. She was given a choice: join the driver in his eternal journey or help free the trapped souls. With bravery and determination, she chose to confront the curse, triggering events that would finally bring peace to the restless spirits and end the haunting repetition of "There's a place for one more."